Do you have a minute? If so, let's talk about the minute book. In today's video, we'll be discussing what a minute book is, what goes into it, the effort that's required to upkeep one, how often you should update one, and who is responsible for updating a corporation's minute book. And what are some of the dangers, of course, of not updating your minute book. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Pamela Metani. I'm a business lawyer and the founder here at Graphene Business Law, a business law firm working exclusively with business owners and entrepreneurs and serving individuals virtually all across the province of Ontario, Canada. If you're new to our YouTube channel here at Graphene Business Law, give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to click subscribe down below. A lot of effort, a lot goes into making this free educational content multiple times per week for you as business owners and entrepreneurs. Without further ado, what is a minute book? A minute book is, unlike the name minute indicates, it is a collection of legal documents that are significant to the history of your corporation. There are a lot of legal documents that go into the making of a legal book. I have a little list here, so if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my list. The obvious early documents of a company, for example, such as articles of incorporation, articles of amendment, if you amend those, articles of amalgamation, items like that, share certificates, corporate resolutions. These are all documents we see going into a minute book. Other significant agreements taking place between individuals or parties within your corporation, your company's bylaws. These are all items that are significant to your business legally and that again speak to your business's legal documentation from inception up until whatever point you're at right now. When it comes to making a minute book, it is something that is recommended. A minute book is one of those things, kind of like filing taxes is for a lot of people, let's keep it honest. It's something that is actually not a lot of work at all if you are routinely spending time on it, if it's part of your routine, but it's something that can be so annoying if you let a significant amount of time pass, okay? In terms of amount of time, there are, if you Google how often do I update my minute book, or if you Google what even is a minute book, you're gonna come across articles on Google that tell you that, you know, with these other parties, lawyers, accountants, people in their basements, people with no business or legal experience in their basement telling you how often to update your minute book. There's articles that say once a year. There's articles that say once a month. Once a month is a little heavy depending on the level of business you're at, okay? There are businesses out there that are developing, you know, seriously, literally weekly. They're bringing on new directors, new resolutions, new shares being issued, new funding being acquired, the whole list. There are businesses out there for whom the phone doesn't ring more than 3 times a month. So you know yourself and you know your pace, not just of your business, but of you as the individual business owner running that company. If it takes you a lot of time to tend to these administrative style tasks, maybe that's something that you do quarterly, okay? So that you're not missing a whole day or two of tending to your business by updating a minute book every month. If your business, again, has a lot of activity going on within it, maybe it's something you do every 2 months. If your business is it's just being run by you, and you are having contracts in place with other parties external to your business necessary to keep your business running, but there's not much that's going on by way of directors' resolutions or shares being issued or things being amended or amalgamated, things like that, maybe annually is okay for you. But it's on you to know your business needs and to know your abilities as the business owner. How much activity is going on within your business, how important is it, and how much time do you honestly think it would take you to update your minute book? A follow-up, do you have to be the one that updates your minute book? No, you don't. Accountants can update your minute books if they're the ones you chose to incorporate with. As a lawyer, obviously we can update your minute book. And if you are somebody that's been our client, for example, here at Graphene Business Law, from when you started your company, we would have copies of the documents you worked on because we're the ones we drafted them. So it's all that much easier. It doesn't really cost much at all. But if you're coming to us off the street and you're like, you know, I'm in serious legal trouble, I'm in serious tax trouble, help me with my minute book. Okay, when's the last time you updated it? Well, I started this company 7 years ago. Okay, that's going to take some time. And that's when we get into the, you know, CRA icky sticky landscape, for example, that this is something that had you collected or stapled together the requisite receipts once a month, once every few months, you wouldn't need more than, you know, an hour or two yourself to tend to this. But now we're talking about years and years and years of gunk. So just by virtue of that and making sure we're doing well going back in time, making sure we're preserving things correctly today, making sure we're giving you a setup to do this yourself next time. You don't have to pay us, do it yourself. That takes time, okay? Now the dangers, I mentioned at the beginning of the video some of the dangers of not updating your minute book. As a lawyer, one of the more dangerous situations we see when it comes to not updating your minute book, of course, is when it comes to tax or legal implications. On the tax side, depending on the jurisdiction you're in, because not every viewer is in Ontario, not every viewer is in Ontario, despite the fact that that's where we work, and those are the individuals we work with. You can be watching this from anywhere. On the tax side, in certain jurisdictions, the governing tax authorities require you to have an updated minute book. So you can get into trouble financially and otherwise there just by virtue of not updating it. When it comes to the dangers of not updating it well, legally, for example, let's say somebody sues you, one of your directors, officers, whatever the case may be, decides to sue you. And you know the conversation pertains to certain documents that should have been inherently preserved in your minute book, but you don't have these documents. Now your case went from, you know, however strong to a lot weaker because you don't even have the documents that we're referring to. So who's going to take your side? I've seen a lot of clients, a lot of individuals get in big trouble legally from the evidentiary perspective by not having well-preserved minute books. I'll end this video there. I'll keep it short and hopefully educational. If you have any other questions, any specific educational or information type questions about minute books, feel free to let us know in the comments down below. We have passed 2,000 subscribers here on Graphene Business Law, so our business community is growing. And I love when I get a comment. There is no bad comment, because all comments are something we can engage with and grow from and strengthen our business law community here at Graphene Business Law. So comment whatever's on your mind. If you have a specific, again, question about the minute book process, or if you have a little tip or trick to share with other business owners and entrepreneurs on how your minute book is really well preserved, for example, and comment that down below. Otherwise, of course, please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up and click on the subscribe button down below. Thank you for watching.